Alrighty, so we got to make some tools. Pretty much because I'm going to need to use them for the floor panels for the Bel Air. I came up on some tools. I'm pretty excited. So this one, we got a bead roller. Came with everything but a bolt that I found just to put in there and no legs. But if you see that right next to it, I'm just going to weld it to that. And then we can start building the stand for the shrinker stretcher, because we're going to need that for the windshield. We got to get that curve going, and we'll build an actual stand from scratch. We got some leftover metal we're going to use, but we'll do the easy one first. We're going to go ahead and get that all set up, get the welder set up, and clean it up and weld it. Alrighty, so we got it all just buffed and cleaned up. I'm going to weld it to the drum. Easy enough. Got it all set up. We'll get quick time lapse and we'll get it all welded up. Alright, we got it all welded up. Got the welds all in there. We'll probably go get some paint and paint it all up so it doesn't rust. Easy enough. Get you here. I like it a little bit taller just because I'm taller. Just standing up here. Sorry, I got you all flinging around up there. Alright, so since I'm 6'1", this is kind of perfect height for me. For anybody smaller, it's going to be kind of like that, but it's perfect for me. So I like it. So this is my first bead roller. Pretty excited about it. Actually, pretty excited about the deal I got on it, because it was missing so many things. But all the dies and everything are all there, or rollers, whatever you want to call them. It was just missing the bolts that connect them and the feet, which not a big deal. I just took a drum from work that they were throwing away, and it's pretty strong. It's going to stay there. Not there though, because it's wobbly. And we're going to build a shrinker stretcher stand. I got some leftover metal from previous stuff that I was making. So we're gonna, this will be the bait, not the bait. Well, this will probably be the legs. I have some more over there that I can use for the body. But we'll get it all measured up and then we'll start building that. Alrighty, so I got a couple long pieces over there that I'm not ready to cut down yet. If you're like me, kind of a hoarder when it comes to metal. So I got these two pieces. One's a little longer, which is fine. I'll probably cut the shorter one down and then put it across like that. Kind of like that, a little plus. So, and then when I put it together, I'll turn it into an X and put the base in the middle, so it's kind of getting all actions. So we'll go ahead and measure that, cut it in half, and then we'll take the base we got over here, my longer piece. I'll cut it kind of where I want to put it. It probably won't be as tall as this one, just because you're going to want it right here when you're doing it. And then have the foot pedals that I'm going to put on there somewhere lower, so it's not a huge hassle to step on it. But yeah, I'll get it all cut up, get that all measured up, and then we'll get to cutting and welding. So I just want to bring it back real quick. Pretty much, I just took the smaller piece that I had, cut it in half, marked it in half, and then found the center of the big piece, welded it in the middle. And when I put this piece back on, or once I cut it to length to how I want it, I'm probably going to twist it so it's like that. There we go. I'll obviously cut this down because I'm gonna. Oh, you can't really see what I'm talking about. All right, that's a little better. So I'm gonna cut it down, probably like here-ish, somewhere around here. So I'll cut this down and I'll have it where a foot stand. So I'll have one shrinker on here, one shrinker on this side, and I can just have a pedal right there. And then I'll probably face the other one on this side so they don't hit each other. So I'm going to get the bottom piece all welded in, and then that piece cut to where I want it. Okay, so we got the stand all built. Now we're going to take some of this plating I got. Let me say it's a 1/4 inch. Sorry, I had a little brain fart there for a second. Trying to think of what I was going to say. About an 1/8. Plenty for what's going to hold these. So I'm gonna add some braces under the bottom so it gives it more strength. So basically, we're going to be looking like this ish. Yeah, I'd say about that. That gives it enough to go across, basically. Well, you know, you get the plan. This is the base over there. Put that over there. And then we'll put some braces so it holds it up. I may put them closer. Yeah, because that's going to go close to the edge right there. Yeah, something like that. You know, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, just something basic that I can, just so I can have a shrinker strencher, so I'm not sitting there trying to hold this on the ground, and, you know, gives me something to bolt onto. But yeah, I'll put you on another time lapse as I do this, and we'll bring you back when we get something going. So I got it all just tacked on there for right now. I want to kind of give it some more strength, even though it's pretty strong. It's not going to bend. Oh, I thought that was going to fall. I forgot I had these little cutouts. I bought them a long time ago. I think when I did my bench seat, I bought these. So I think I'm going to use these to kind of give it some more support. I got plain ones, and then I got some with speed holes. I feel like the speed holes will give it some more kind of decoration. Not really, but you know what I mean. I'm probably going to use them throughout it just to kind of make it look different. So I got either the plain ones or the speed holes. Not sure which ones I'm going to use. So these are the speed holes that I call them. So that is that or just the plain Jane ones. They'll give it that little bit more support while they use them throughout. And I'm going to use them on edge just to give it more of a support. And it'll set it off different. I was going to cut it and kind of zigzag it, but you know, why mess with it? It'll do its purpose, how it is. I may notch it, actually, now that I think about it. Gotta find the handle for it. Oh, right here. One of them at least. Find the handle. It should be fine. Depending on how I do the foot pedal, it should clear the back part. I do gotta go get a spring, maybe some. I actually gotta go get a couple things now that I think about it. You know what? I think I have some 1x1 square that I can use. Yeah, I got some 1x1 square that I can use, and so I don't have to buy nothing. I'll use that for the platform so I can step on it. Pretty much just take it back here, have a pivot, kind of weld to it right there. And then might weld like a bump stop so it doesn't go too far. We'll see. It's kind of, I'm just using what I have. But yeah, so I'm going to weld this plate in, weld some of these. I'm going to decide which ones I'm going to use real quick, and then I weld those in as well. Okay, so it's the following day. I got this side all welded up. I'm not sure how far along my time lapse went. I haven't looked yet, but I got it all welded up. By the time I realized my camera died, it was later in the night, so I didn't really go back and restart. So pretty much got it all set up, working good. I tested it out. I just got to get some smaller hardware for these, like this one up here. But I went ahead and cut these. The garage isn't level, so that's fun. Cut these aside. Got this all welded up. Probably gonna, I thought about putting them both like this, but at the same time, I may do opposite, just so it kind of balances it out. I'll decide that real quick before I weld this in, but pretty much just took my little gussets I had here, welded in. I took part of the rod that I cut down up here to put the spring, and it brings it back up. I had some gussets with some holes, so I just use those, and these are right here for some leverage. Pretty, you know. I'll do some measurements here in a little bit, so in case you guys want to make one like how I did it, you can do it. But I'll go ahead and throw this other side on real quick, and then we'll clean it up, prep it for paint, and we'll paint it. Alrighty, so we got it all tacked up. I decided to just put it on one side so I can put it against the wall. Also had a guest star appearance of my dad, so not sure how all the video came out, but it was also awesome to hang out with my dad and work a little bit. So we'll go ahead and weld it. Show you what we got going on here. So I'll put some measurements at the end, but this is what we got. Just 2 petals on the front with the cross brace pattern going up. I had some gussets that I had been laying around for a while that I cut for the springs. I'm going to put one more gusset right there so it strengthens it, and then just got to re-weld everything, put it all back together. But I'll put you guys on another time lapse and re-weld it, and we'll throw some measurements in case you want to build one like me. Super simple. I think biggest thing I would say is time, which is either time, money, or patience. That's what usually it is. So this is all leftover steel that I had left over. So cross, you can do it any length, but this is about 35 inches. This one about 32. So I got that X. And then I have mine taller because I'm taller. About 39 inches and 3/4. My plate that I have is a foot wide by 6 inches. I used 1x1s because I had laid them around from a previous project. My kick pedal is 2 feet on the dot on both sides, and then I also have the pivot point going out 8 inches, and then my gussets. This what size rod was this? I don't know. You can pick your thickness. I want to say this was between 1/4 and 3/8, around there. It's plenty enough. I had some tablets that I cut in half. They were left over from something that I obviously didn't use them for. But yeah, I'm probably gonna cap off the ends and make it look better, but for right now they're perfect. Yeah, it works great for me. I may cut these down a little smaller and use it as a gusset, but hey, can't complain. The only thing I did have to buy for this, because I thought I had them but I didn't have them, was these springs. Got them from Tractor Supply. I'm guessing that's the part number C-309. You can use whatever spring you want. They were $6 a piece, and that's when I bought this rod. So all said and done, if I had to count what I have into the metal and everything, you're gonna spend $300 or more on somebody else's. But if you have it left over from other jobs or whatever, I'm into this $15 because of all the parts that I got with these two. But I had the metal left over from projects, so it's kind of hard to say what I actually had into it. A lot cheaper than $300 because I already had it all. But yeah, I'm gonna finish welding it up, paint it, and put you guys on a time lapse. Alrighty, so got it all painted. I'm waiting for it to dry. Some leftover paint that I had, a little red and gray. I want to do something a little different. Normally I just do everything black, but had that left over. Yeah, as soon as I get this all dried, I'll take a picture, get it all put back together. Hopefully you can hear me because I'm not using my mic. But yeah, I'll put some pictures up. I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for hanging out with me when I build this. Y'all have a good one.